This summer, I've had the honor of conducting the funerals for several older members of our congregation. Fortunately, all these people were blessed with families that took care of them until the very end of their lives. But unfortunately, that's not always the case. The story is told of a frail old man who went to live with his son, daughter in law, and a 4-year-old grandson. The old man's hands would tremble, his eyesight was blurred, and his step was no longer as sturdy as it once was. And the family would eat together nightly at the dinner table. But the elderly grandfather's shaky hands and failing sight made eating rather difficult for the entire family. Peas rolled off his spoon onto the floor. When he grasped the glass, often milk spilled onto the tablecloth. The son and daughter-in-law became irritated with the mess that he was creating. They said to each other, "We must do something about grandfather. I've had enough of the mess, the spilled milk, the noisy eating, and food all over the floor." So the husband and wife set a small table in the corner of their home. There, the grandfather would eat alone while the rest of the family enjoyed dinner at the dinner table. Since grandfather had broken a dish or two, his food was also served in a wooden bowl. And sometimes when the family glanced in grandfather's direction, he had a tear in his eye as he ate alone. Still, the only words the couple had for him were sharp rebukes when he would drop a fork or spill any kind of food. The 4-year-old grandson watched it all in silence. One evening before supper, the father noticed his 4-year-old son playing with wooden scraps on the floor. He asked his child sweetly, "What are you making?" Just as sweetly, the boy responded, "Oh, Dad, I'm making a little bowl for you and Mom to eat your food when I'm grown up." The 4-year-old smiled and went back to work making that for his parents. The words so struck the parents that they were speechless. Then tears started to stream down their cheeks. Though no word was spoken, both the mother and father knew what must be done. That evening, the husband took the grandfather's hand, and gently led him back to the family table. And for the remainder of his days, he ate every meal with the family. And for some reason, neither the husband nor the wife seemed to care any longer when a fork dropped or milk spilled or the tablecloth was dirtied. Children, let us always remember, are remarkably perceptive. Their eyes observe it all, their ears hear everything, and their minds process the messages they absorbed, especially from their parents. If they see us patiently provide a happy home atmosphere for family members, they will imitate that attitude for the rest of their lives. The wise parent realizes that every day that building blocks are being laid for their child's future. Let us all be wise builders and role models. Shabbat Shalom.